Hey there! So let's talk about Napoleon Bonaparte for a minute. When he was just a kid, he had a really unique combination of interests. He loved games of strategy and reading about leadership in action. In fact, when he got into the military academy, he wasn't exactly set on becoming a soldier like his peers. Instead, he was all about soaking up as much knowledge as possible about everything military related. He read voraciously, basically devouring book after book. And you know what? It paid off big time. His superiors were really impressed by the extent of his knowledge. I mean, this guy was a total bookworm from a pretty young age. But here's the thing, he wasn't just interested in theory, he also had an eye for practical application. He learned how to handle pressure, pick up valuable lessons from his experiences, and bounce back from mistakes way faster than his peers. By the time he was given more serious leadership roles on the battlefield, he'd already gone through an intense apprenticeship that far surpassed what anyone else in his class had faced. And yet, he was still just a young kid with big ambitions and a bit of an attitude problem, but in a good way, you know. He wasn't afraid to challenge authority or push boundaries. So, when Napoleon did end up taking charge of some pretty significant military campaigns, the results were nothing short of remarkable. He completely transformed the size and shape of armies, introduced this whole new concept called maneuver into battle. It was game-changing stuff. And get this, by the time he'd finished developing his skills, he'd got to a point where he could basically assess a situation with just one glance. That's what they called his coup d'oeil. It was like he had some sort of mystical powers going on. Anyway, Napoleon's incredible ability to absorb knowledge and information is still worth noting today. His legacy lives on in the military, and it's easy to see why when you're always striving to learn more and stay one step ahead. That's a powerful recipe for success.